This morning when we got up for breakfast, my wife, myself and my mother, we're doing a little tour of Austria at the moment with my mother who came for my daughter's wedding. She's in Austria with us at the moment, and we actually intended to go to a couple of different places he hasn't seen before, and now we've landed in one. But the reason why we landed here was just shocking. At breakfast, my father-in-law, who's also interested in Tibet and the Dalai Lama and who knew Heinrich Harala, he said, here's something to read for you, and he showed me this. It says, made in China. And you see like Chinese waitresses with some stuff, I don't know what it is, it's supposed to be beer, probably not. And what they've done is they come to this little place called Hallstatt, and they're taking photos of all the buildings. They measured it secretly and they made plans, Chinese architects, Chinese engineers. And in the hotel, I'll show you just after I've stopped talking, in the hotel behind us, one of the Chinese architects left a plan lying on the table. And one of the waitresses saw it and went to the manager, and they found out that the Chinese have been secretly, like spies, like they always do, copying this place. They didn't really know why. So they inquired and they found out they've been building a replica of this place in China without permission, stealing the culture of this place. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. And because they were caught, what they did was they invited, like the Chinese do, they invited the town mayor of this tourist place, very old place, him, his wife, the sons, and the local brass band. They invited them to see the place. The funny thing is, the place they built in China is made of plastic. The balconies are plastic, the trees are plastic, so it's just like a show piece. Nobody really knows why they've done it, but the result is that the town mayor said we should become sister cities. And that's what they've done. So it's actually quite shocking. This place, Hallstatt, has 7,000 years of culture. 7,000 years. People have been living here. There's a lake at the back, I'll show you later. They've been fishing, they've been making pottery, they've been mining salt. It was quite a small community, but high culture. And so the result of 7,000 years of human culture in this place is the town mayor jumps into the honey trap in China, kisses their arse, and now this real Hallstatt has got a relationship going with the false one in China. So actually they should have been charged, they should have been put in jail because they didn't ask for permission. But that's the sign of the decadent society we have in Europe, which is one of the main reasons why I am involved in the Tibetan cause, because I really want to change my society, because my society is going in the wrong direction. All the souvenirs. My wife just found this. It's quite well done, attractive to look at. And as you can see in the background, all the souvenirs. You can buy a lot of things here. But what you can also do is rent a dirndl to go. A dirndl is the Austrian name for a traditional woman's dress. And what tourists can do, also Chinese in the future, they can rent one of these traditional dresses, go out on the lake and take photos. It says it on here, rent an original dirndl for your photos on the most beautiful places in the World Heritage Village, Hallstatt. I didn't know this is World Heritage Village. And this World Heritage Village, I always thought these things were preserved because they had some sort of culture, but they're actually being sold out to China too, like everything else, which is actually a crying shame, which is, in my mind, criminal. People should not be taking the blood money of the communist Chinese killers to do whatever. What do they want to save here? They should start saving their pride. Because when you lose your pride, you take blood money. That's the death of any culture. Standing here at the museum of this place called Hallstatt, 7,000 years of human culture in this area, and I think the least I can do when I'm here is add a Tibetan flag. This is the one that should be flying here if they want thousands of years of culture, and not the Chinese Communist Party flag, which isn't flying here at the moment, but probably soon will be. Free Tibet.